Oh no, I hit start.
It's okay. We're on. We're on. So basically, we're going to talk about the shows. I do one, you do one, I do one. I mean, I do one, you do one, Derby do one, whatever, right? And then after we're done with the shows that we like, then we go back to talk about the shows that we watched and did not like, and then we have questions. We're supposed to create questions of the shows that we like and see if you guys can answer them. Because 9 times out of 10, I think we're watching the same shows. I think so, but we haven't said what we're watching because we kept. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, forget all the introductions. You see the name on the board. Let's go. Moving forward, we are talking about winter season 2025 anime selections. I have been. When I tell you the anticipation is high, it is high. I haven't spoken to these people in 3 weeks. It is my anxiety level right now. I don't know which one to pick. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about our selections of what we watched and what was really good, right? We're going to do Bree, Derby, Patty, Bree, Derby, Patty. When you get to your last selection, you say, okay, this is my last one, right? And then we keep going. If you're out, say for instance, Bree's out, she finished her selection, then me and Derby keep going. I don't think it's going to be a lot, but knowing Bree and Derby, it might be some shit. So when we get to the final, we wrap it up. And then we talk about the shows that we watched and was like, what did I just watch? This is trash. So we talk about the trash shit, right? What we don't like. And then after that, we have a little surprise for everybody. We are going to ask each other questions about the shows that because most of the time, most of the shows that we're watching together, I know half of the titles I'm bringing up, Bree and Derby is watching. So we'll ask questions to see if anybody else can get them. And moving right along, we got Bree. Hello, Bree. What you watching? Pick a title. Let's go.
Hello. Okay, so my first title for us today is going to be one that I am unexpectedly finding absolutely delightful, and that is Okitsura. The long title in Japanese is Okinawa de Suki ni natta ko ga hogen suiki te sura sukiru. It's long as heck, but that roughly translates to I fell in love with an Okinawan girl, but I just wish I knew what she was saying. So this sounded like one of these like super like cute but simple slice of life ones.
And
a guy from Tokyo, high schooler obviously all the time, moves to Okinawa.
Mm-hmm.
And once there, he just starts to learn about Okinawan culture. Honestly, it's a tourism commercial. It is a 23-minute tourism commercial every episode. But every episode, I'm sitting here thinking, damn, I want to go to Okinawa. Because it is just the cutest thing. The character writing is really good. The jokes have me rolling over laughing. I did not expect to like this as much as I did, but it is a real delight.
Okay. Wait, Derby, have you been watching this too?
Oh yeah. Oh, it is It's one of my heartwarming shows for the season.
Mm-hmm.
So there, slight spoiler alert. There's a love triangle. Obviously, these shows always have one. Here's the thing: I don't care which way it goes. I'm happy both ways.
Either way, we're winning, right?
I don't care who wins. I'm happy. Because that's the best girl on both sides. I'm happy no matter how. It just you get through the end of the week, and I kind of like the fact that a lot of shows this season that we like are kind of loaded up at the end of the week and the weekend. So it's just hard work week, and then Thursday, Friday night, like then Saturday, Sunday,
Okay.
But yeah, no,
all right.
I do like this one.
Okay, all right. See that? I have not checked this one out, but I will. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you think it's going to finish hard? Pause.
He might.
No, it's going to finish cute and peaceful. Again, it is just a commercial for tourism and nothing else.
No, it's also a rom-com.
Hey, you want to visit Okinawa? Hardly.
It's in the background. It's there.
Like, it's there, but it more just, like, works for some of the jokes and the fun interactions between the characters, because it's not taking any romance and certainly not the love triangle seriously. Mostly, they all just like hanging out together.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So now we go into Derbs.
Hey, what's up? All right, what's up, guys? So, this season has had some surprises. All right. I expected this show to be absolute garbage. But me and Bray, we always watch every episode, almost every show, at least one episode. Give it a shot, right? And every time, like 10 minutes into the show, we're like, it's losing us, it's losing us. It turns around and goes, oh, that was nice. Oh, that was they actually put some thought behind this. So what I'm talking about is a show called Even Given the Worthless Appraiser Class, I'm Actually the
Oh, Patty, you look excited.
I am, but you know what? I'm gonna let Derby season it up. Season up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, marinate.
This is in the category of what many in the community have been calling, I can't believe it's not isekai. All right. So you get in, you hear the title, you go, okay, I know what I'm here for. He's gonna be overpowered and blah blah blah. Which is kind of true what happens, but he earns that. So I don't. If you watched like a season or two ago, there was two shows called one was I Parry Everything and one was Oji-san Adventurer, and both of them had a similar training adventure where it was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be overpowered, but you're gonna work for it. And that's what happens to this guy. It's like, yeah, he drops it's standard thing, betrayed by his teammates, drops in the dungeon, finds superpowered things, and they go, oh yeah, if you want to get out, you're gonna have to get out on your own.
Oh yeah.
And the way we're gonna do this is basically you're gonna take on S-class monsters. Every time you die, we'll just wake you back up and make you do it again.
Oh yeah.
Keep going. And it hasn't disappointed. So every once in a while, I think midway through, we were kind of getting annoyed with his nicety, nice thing. And then they wrote around it and made it like make sense. And I like that. So overall.
This is good. This is good. God, if you're not a tree hugger, this will definitely make you be a tree hugger.
Right. Be nice to trees.
I mean, you have to watch to know what we're talking about. Just it's good. It's good. Like, he really does work for it. He's just not OP for no reason. I just love the characters. I just love everything about this. This is a nice laugh till you drop watch. Like, this is good. This is good. This is something I like to watch before I go to bed. I love it. This is dope. This is dope. And all the bitches, like every single bitch you get, sorry, every single woman, every single woman that comes through the screen, you're like, that's her power. That is crazy. Yeah. And it's awesome. It's a great watch. I love it. You took one of mine. I hate you.
I'm sorry.
I was worried because I know he's going to be coming after mine soon. But what do you got?
Let me see the list. Okay, this is my shit this season. It's called I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons. Ooh. And I'm going to tell you why this is so good. Because it's exactly what the title is. It's an amazing series. There's a girl who gets married off. Her parents like, yo, you got to do it for the family. She says, yes, I'll do it for the family. She gets married off. But before she does, from little, this bitch had to endure this fucking tutor that taught her everything from how to sit, how to walk, how to talk, how to eat, posture, everything, how to dress, everything, poise, everything. And she's done it so elegantly. You forget that she's been doing this since 4 years old, right? She's done it amazingly well. Until, light spoiler, but this is hilarious. Until the princess she's supposed to marry, this is supposed to be like a union, now a party. Parties, now she's supposed to meet the prince. Everybody's supposed to be, oh, they look so beautiful together. Everybody from the noble houses, they all come because now this is the time where they get to look at each other and be like, you ain't bad. You look good. All right, whatever. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, this is great for her. Fortunately, this dude comes in with a girl talking about, yo, the marriage is over. Like, we don't got to get married. Don't got to get married. He never said that. He just had another shorty. No, he did say it because he said, who this?
No. She had asked, oh, are you with her now? And the prince said, yeah, I'm with her right now.
That was it.
That was all.
And that's all he needed to say. Hold on. That's all he needed to say because shorty was like, what?
Bet.
And you see a calm come over her, right? I don't know if she was going to get mad because I spent all these years studying to be with you, or just be like, all right, you know what? I bow out gracefully. I got, proper etiquette. I'm not going to make a fool of myself in front of all these people. This bitch did a backflip and was like, thank you, Jesus. Brother, you promised time and time again, if this nigga find another bitch, I get to go. She flipped. She already took the maid with her. She packed. She said, I'm out of here.
Not letting
She
nobody
got
change
the
her mind.
biggest horse carriage Uber waiting for her outside. She didn't even get all her furniture. She said, can they send this to me where I'm at? Because I want to go to the forest. I'm done. I'm not doing this no more. Take this girdle off me. Take these stockings off me. I'm ready to be out. The way she flipped out, and everybody was like, so they was like, is that the princess? Is that her? Because everybody knew if proper etiquette was a face, it was her. And she just broke out, was like, I'm never doing this again. Fuck the teacher. Fuck my parents. My brother said what he said, and we are leaving. We are up out of here. And what the funniest shit I love is that when he already said that, yeah, I'm with her right now, she went to the brother and she was like, sorry, brother.
Her own brother. She went to her
own brother, was like, sorry, brother, you gotta find another way to get into royalty. You ain't gonna be with me. And it was hilarious. The brother was like, damn it, bitch. And it's after that, it's been like uphill ever since. This was how I was not expecting this to be funny as hell. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, please watch. It's a necessity. We're going through a whole lot of BS. Gas is going up, milk is going up, eggs is going up, but you want to take a smile, you want to laugh, you want to enjoy yourself. Watch I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons. You don't want to escape this. You don't want to miss this out. This is hilarious. I love this.
It's a really cute one. It's nothing special with the animation, but I just loved the fact going in that it wasn't that she was bad at it. She excelled. She would walk down the hallway and the other woman would stop and say, damn. She is graceful. She is elegant. She sits down and has some tea and cookies, and they're like, my God, she is sparkling.
If I tried.
Like, she did it. She succeeded. She's getting straight A's with Princess Lessons. She just doesn't want to be
no hair out of place.
Did it for like a week and quit like right away.
Yeah, one of the girls, she broke. When I said she broke. Like, she literally broke like a broom. I can't do this. I can't do this. Take my life. I can't do this. I was like, wow. And she endured it. Because you know why? One of the things that I love about her, the main protagonist, she's a strong-willed girl. And she doesn't want much. As much as she's rich. By far, she's rich. She's not a peasant. She's a noble. She just wants the simple things in life.
Yeah.
She's not worried about being married off and being part of the royal family. She just want to fish.
Yeah. That's one of the things I always hate when like they have a main character who wants out of the whole political marriage. I'm like, yo, that's your job. The reason you get to eat off the taxpayer dollars like this is because when you turn of age, you gotta go marry some old dude or some old lady. Like, that's your job. That is your profession. But if you're willing to give up the niceties too, I'm with it. I understand. You get to run away. Else,
she gave it
I don't
up,
want to hear it. No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's why I like her.
That's why I
like her. She's actually
agree.
about that life. Yeah, she's like, I want
the only downside. The only downside is that it is a romance, and the prince is not worthy because he comes back for her. She dips out, but he's like, "Nah, I don't dip out. I want you to be here." And he's
so
very
smooth.
Stalker.
And I love what he does. I love what he does. When she was out.
Each their own, Patty, to each their own. Because I'd say that's the one downside. I love all the characters, but I freaking hate that prince.
I love the prince.
I'm thinking, you don't let my girl go.
I love the prince. It's just the way he came at her. Like, she was walking in the forest, and then all of a sudden, she's like, what's this? And then he was like, hello. Like, the way he just was like, you thought you wasn't coming back? Like,
you thought you got away.
Smooth. No. The way she tries to run in the middle of the night, and he just appears with his arm out and clotheslines her.
I love it.
Like, hey, where you going?
Listen, where are you going? By all means, I do not believe in domestic violence.
I don't know, Patty. You saying crazy things right now.
He said it was only once. No, it's not. No, but I love it. It's hilarious. She's like, what? Nani? Like, she was just looking like, what the, like, you followed me to the forest, nigga. Like, you can't even wear your royal drapings in here. Like your shoes are gonna get scuffed up. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Like she's not worried about money. She doesn't care about money. She just want to be around the civilians. She want to be able to catch her own meals. She want to be able to help the locals and play with the kids. And she's really a good spirited woman. I love her. And she just, oh man, she's like, listen, when she saw him with that bitch, she said,
Freedom.
But yeah, I really like it. Okay, back to Brie.
Okay, my turn again. So, my number 2 on the list, again, there's a lot of season 2s I could be getting into, but I want to start with some of the first season stuff. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf.
Good choice.
Now, first, I thought I wasn't going to like this because it seemed that it was giving very much that time, like when some random girl from another world comes to the regular world, and all it is just a slice of life of some like ain't shit guy getting this super hot girlfriend and living their life. And it's like, I've seen this, I don't like it, but we gave it an episode. And I was interested. I was immediately interested because I'm going to say this as a pun, no apologies, but this man is living the dream. And I mean that literally. So it's a situation that all his life he thought he had lucid dreams. You know, like when you dream and you can control it and kind of control yourself in the setting. So every time this guy went to sleep, he would go to this fantasy world where he could go around. He like battles monsters. He does some light adventuring. He's not like a hardcore fighter or anything, but he's just, you know, enjoying like this little other world. And then he wakes up and he goes back to his 9 to 5. He has split his time. So this guy sleeps like 10 hours a night. By like 8, 9 p.m., it's like, okay, time to go to bed. Closes his eyes, wakes up in this other world, and continues his adventure every single night. So he goes back, or he wakes up back in his real world early, either by dying in that fantasy world or by going to sleep in that fantasy world. And he thought, okay, this is my life. This is normal. Until one day he's hanging out with his friend, this elf girl, in the fantasy world, and they get in a pickle. Oh shit, they die. They die together. So he's like, yo, that's wild. He wakes up 7 a.m. about to get ready for work, and he realizes, oh,
guess who tagged along?
There's a bitch in my bed. There is a naked elf in my bed. Oh my god. He finds out that place that he goes to when he dreams is actually a real world.
I'm calling out.
Yep, actually a real world. All the people in it are real. And for the first time ever, he's brought someone back to Japan with him. And he's like, oh my god. So Elf Chick wakes up and she's like, oh my god, we died. And he's like, yeah, a little, but don't worry, it's totally fine. And so the story just goes from there. But what I love is it switches off every episode between a slice of life in Japan. Like he'll take her to like this pastry shop and she's like, oh my god, you humans made croissants? What even is this? This is amazing. Is this coffee? Is that trains? Your technology is incredible. Yeah, they pretty much just go on food tours. They go on tours and just walk around. I love those. Cute slice of life. I'm normally bored, but what kept me from getting bored is that's one episode, and then the next episode, it's like, okay, back to the fantasy world where we're putting in work. We're going in, we're discovering dungeons, we're like fighting bandits, we're saving little kids. And so, again, every single episode, it seems like it switches which world they're in. Because it's like, okay, time to go to bed. We're in Japan. Is this katsudon? What did they make? They made some curry. They made some like bento boxes, and she's eating. Right? She's watching anime. Elf girl watches anime and says, oh my god, this is amazing.
It is, isn't it?
She microwaves her lunches and then eats her lunch while watching anime. And then next episode, okay, it's time to go to the next level of the dungeon.
Teach me your ways,
it's time
Elf.
to meet this
Teach
dragon.
Me your ways.
It's time to do this. And I love it. It is the best of both worlds. It's like nothing too intense. This has been a very chill season, I think. And this is just a really cool one. That's a fun idea that I hadn't seen before. So they do just switch back and forth between the worlds with the slight kind of ongoing plot in the background where they're wondering, why does this guy have the ability to do this? Why does he go back and forth between these real worlds? And why suddenly can he bring someone with him?
He's God's favorite. That's it. That's it.
That's the question. Is there some mechanics behind this that's allowed these rules? And what is the purpose of it?
This sounds like a very, I haven't seen this. This sounds like a very good comfort watch. But I do have one question though. Not for you, B, but for Derby. And you know I was coming for this, Derby.
Yeah.
Do you still consider this an isekai?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because
Please
remember,
enlighten.
my definition has always been
Uh-huh.
as long as it's not money being the only reason you can't make it. Like if you had the money and just the tools, so material possession. So like if you had a chopper and you could fly back, yes, you know it's not an isekai. You're just on an island somewhere. If you
Mm.
have the money to be able to buy a plane ticket and leave, sure. You know, just because you have cash, if you're on an island, you're still in the world. You just need a boat.
I
You
don't
know,
know. Your theory did change a little because you said if you can go back and forth all willy nilly, it's not an isekai.
but he can't go back and forth all willy nilly. It
He need a
takes
NyQuil. He
death.
need a
Oh yeah,
NyQuil.
like right, like
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
slightly
That's
different.
a NyQuil. See, for
Like,
me,
Yeah.
I think I consider an isekai if like their life is somewhat tied in that other
Mhm.
world.
oh, I got to turn the
Like if
lights
it's like just a game, they go in and out. I don't quite count that. But this guy, he can lose limbs.
Wait,
He
Bree.
can
Start from the
die. Like he
beginning.
managed to get transported
Wait,
back
start from the beginning. You do consider it as an isekai
Oh,
or no?
fully. Oh
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. If it's transported to another world and your life is kind of tied or at stake. Like yes, he comes back when he dies, but there's still an element of like life at stake, life risks, separate world. There's a lot. One of these days, we're gonna have to just have another isekai episode where we try to
and
break
I'm
it
probably
ready.
down. Because
update
I
the
know
definition. Look,
Derby
time's
was
changing. Oh
furious.
yeah,
I'm ready.
Derby was furious when Mother's Basement, we love him, we love his
Yes.
but he was
stuff,
wrong on this.
but had listed Shangri-La Frontier on his list of
I was
isekai.
fucking pissed.
It's not.
Oh,
It's not.
that's
It's not.
tough.
He was
That's
furious.
tough.
Yeah, and we were trying to break down exactly why is it not?
Because
Because
it's
it's not.
not. It's
I
a
don't think it
Why is
game
it
is.
that
not?
he
I
can
don't think it
leave
is.
whenever he wants.
Yeah,
Literally, just going
Yeah,
like
it's just a
this.
game.
it's a virtual
I'm out.
reality
Yeah,
game.
no,
Like it's a VR
no, no.
game.
Right, and not even a stuck in the game
Nah.
because we have stuck in like virtual reality
Right?
isekai.
Like
We've got
Lock
Hack, we've
Horizon.
got Sword Art Online, even Digimon. I would fully consider it even once they're able to come like in and out,
Yes,
but not
I
this.
totally agree. I totally agree.
But anyway, that was mine.
But
Thurbs,
you know what? Hold on. But what I would love to have is Mother's Basement. If you want to argue with us and let us know, please reach out to Black Round Men Podcast. We've been admiring your work for years. Please hit us up. Now,
The way I would just cry, I would
oh my
fangirl cry if
God.
he ever
Him and his
responded.
girlfriend are relationship goals. I'm not even gonna hold you. But every now and again she might pop up. But man, like I said, he's doing the Lord's work. He's doing the Lord's
Right?
work.
Just video essays
Oh
on
my
point,
God.
exquisite.
The way he breaks down shit. You know when I knew that he was the GOAT? When he broke down Our Taxi. From the beginning to the theme song, all the way up to the last ride. It was just amazing. This man does not
Does
miss.
Orb next.
If he does, it's a wrap. I'm calling out. I have to repeatedly watch this video because I know
I've been waiting for him to
what?
do it.
Because I know Orb is intense.
Like, there is no way in hell he's not going to
Has
do
to.
Orb. Like, an
Has
entire
to.
30, 40
He's playing
minute
with
episode
us. He's
just
playing with
for
us. He's playing with us just like Oda.
Waiting for it to end. You know.
Yeah, I think so
All right.
too. But you know what? You could hurry up though. Like we don't have to necessarily wait to the final end. You could just give us a little piece. But you know, I'll
These
wait.
have
What am I
switched up
doing?
a few times, so you know, we
Mhm.
jump into those. But besides the point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Next
that's Derby. Go ahead,
All
Derbs.
right. All right. So for mine, I'm gonna put out a disclaimer. There's a chicken bone in this.
Oh no!
Yeah, there's a chicken
Whoa.
one. I know what
Yeah.
you're going for.
leave.
All right, so my next one is Magic Maker: How to Make Magic in Another World. All right, so I was intrigued from this, honestly, from the moment I read it, because yeah, making magic from scratch, that sounds kind of a cool idea, right? He gets Isekai to the fantasy world. There is no magic, but there is. It's just there's never been a wizard to make it first. And it turns out
Ooh.
almost everyone kind of has it. So slight spoiler, it's like episode 2-ish.
Mhm.
Almost everyone has it, but it's at a young age you have to cultivate it. And that's the
Mhm.
only time you can kind of see it. After that, it's imagine like imaginary friends were real.
Mhm.
And every adult goes, that's stupid, that's not real. And by the time everyone ages out, you forget. That's kind of what's happening. All
Mm.
right. So
Okay.
he's on a journey to make magic from scratch, and he is doing it. And it is nice and slow, like methodical, like experiments. Like, all right, if I do it like this, what happens? If I make it touch fire, what happens? If I make
Mhm.
it touch this lightning, what happens? Hell, how do I make it work with water? What are the actual properties of this? Oh, it's actually magic plus air that I've been using, right? Breaking it down to
Okay,
the point of
alchemy.
like exactly. Now the chicken bone is Japan and their incest nonsense. Mm,
Uh,
yeah,
Here we go. Here we
yeah.
go.
So if you can't handle that, just walk away now. But if you
Okay.
He's
can
got a little
ignore
sister.
it,
No, he's got a
yeah,
big
he has a
sister.
big sister, and yeah,
And these kids are like 6 and
yeah,
7 years old,
like
7
they're
and 8
not
years old.
doing anything,
Like so
obviously,
far,
but
we're what,
still,
5, 6 episodes in, and they're all like pre-puberty, young, and of course, by the end of episode 1, Big Sister's like, "I want to get married to
yeah,
you one day," and he's like, "Yeah, chill, that's cool." Or no, he says, "We can't get married, but me and you, we'll just grow up together and stay
right,
together." And
mm,
it goes to that
yeah.
a little bit.
It's clearly moving in that
Again,
direction, but
slight spoiler for the chicken bone. They're not blood related, but that doesn't make
no,
it better.
Yeah.
it makes it the
But
slightest bit better, but not
in
touch.
defense of this chicken bone,
Mhm.
of this bone, he okay, this isn't a strong
No,
defense
there's
of
no
the bone,
defense of the
but
bone.
I like
There's
it
no
and I can
defense
overlook
for the
it
chicken bone.
because this is how serious this man is about
Uh-huh.
this. He's not a Rudius. This is not a jobless
Okay.
reincarnation.
No,
He is
yeah.
not romantically, sexually interested in this little child or anything. No, he is so dedicated to the idea of magic. In his last life, he collected all the books on the shelves. He collected all the light novels. He worked. He wasn't in need. He wasn't stay at home. He had his 9 to 5. But the second he clocked out, he went home to the point where this man on his 30th birthday was like, okay, today's the day. Because there's a rumor, there's a saying that if you make it to 30 years old without losing your virginity, you become a wizard. So my man looked and said, bet. So in his last life, this is the day everything happened. He waited till he was 30 years old and said, okay, let's go. Charge up, fireball. And this man almost broke down and cried because, like, no, I did it. I did the thing. 30 years, no bitches. And I'm still not a wizard. On
Oh my
purpose.
god.
So this isn't a perv guy. This isn't a dirty guy. He wasn't like looking at lolly stuff.
Is this
and
Cherry
As
going,
far as the
Blossom?
anime goes,
he is just dedicated.
Is this Cherry Blossom?
Right, almost like the
Cherry Magic. Cherry Magic. I'm sorry.
But that kind of
Okay.
yeah, so that where it's just a common
Okay.
saying, if you hit 30 and you're still a virgin, you become a wizard. Because I think Slime also had joked about that a
but-
little
Yeah,
bit.
they do. It's a little
But
thing that they have in
but at least
Japan.
man,
but they're very.
magic first and foremost. But yeah, that little bone
It's there, and I want you
is
to know it's
still
there. Going, all right. I don't want you to be shocked by it and go, "Oh no, they suggested this thing, and look at this." No, it's bad. Like that's a bad thing. We
Right.
don't condone it. But if you
No.
are about that anime life and can look past that to just enjoy the rest of the show, I highly recommend.
It's a good one. The
Like, the
world
You know
building
what's
is great.
different?
Monsters have
The
been
monster
really
design
interesting.
is
Yo, they
so
showed
good.
a goblin, and I got scared.
You get scared of
Like-
everything. Stop it.
Nah, like it's just like they took the amount of money they had and just made it like properly, like what a goblin would look like, terrifying. Like, because whenever you hear these shows and they're like, "Oh, we're going to slay goblins," and they're like, "Yeah, they're scary, I guess," but yeah,
made this
they're
one
just
scary.
little green things. But no, this
Okay.
is like no, it's about the size of a mid-human, and it's just brawling. Using magic is terrifying.
You
Like-
know what?
Take a little,
Right?
like
And that's
it's,
what I
it's
love.
You know what? This is a total contradiction. We had an episode years back, and we said, does anime deserve to have like warning labels when it comes to watching certain, stuff? And look at us. We sit here on the back of the box.
I'm
With
almost sure.
I stand by that. The anime doesn't need a warning label, but it's fans online who chat that if you're worried, you say to
So you
another
still
friend.
believe that
Like just like you would recommend that
I-
to a friend. I don't need it to be on the
Mhm.
anime, but if I'm recommending something to a friend, I'm like, oh, BT dubs.
Got
I
you.
know you get a
Hold on.
little itch
I'm
by
almost
this.
100%
I'm gonna
sure
give you that.
that I
Okay.
said I was fine with it.
Okay.
Like-
Yes.
How does a trigger warning affect my day? Like, oh, it
I
splashed
know.
on the screen. This might be in it. Okay. If
Now
I
it's up to you.
It's more the idea, would you get mad if it doesn't have it?
don't know. I don't care either way.
Exactly. So I
So
think
I'm
that's the
fine
position we
with
got. We don't
turning
need
it
it to
on.
have it.
Well, you know what? You don't have to worry about that because, ladies and gentlemen, if you tune into Black Mirror Podcast, we will definitely let you know what to watch, what not to watch, even the warning labels. If you don't want them, that's fine, but we'll definitely make sure you pull out a pen, pencil, whatever. Write this down on your phone because it's gonna get spicy this season. I feel like this year has been ever since we got that man in the Oval Office. I feel like Japan is like, we need to tighten up because we need some therapy.
Tighten up, right?
We need to tighten up. They need some therapy out there, especially in the United States. So we putting out bangers now. With this banger right here, Derby, can I proceed?
Proceed.
Please proceed.
Because I was right after Derby. I didn't want to be disrespectful, you know. This is another title that's similar to what Derby's watching. So it's called I'm a Noble on the Brink of Ruin. So I might as well try Magic. Mastering Magic, right? All right. This gave me the vibes of what's the other one? Prince, the Seventh Prince.
Yeah, it does have. It has some similar things. Yeah.
Okay, so there's another anime called The Seventh Prince, right? So in that anime, it's not. It's not the. I know it's not the complete title, all right, but it's something Seventh Prince. It's a guy who dies, and he always was obsessed of learning magic. And then when he came back again, he got reincarnated. He made it his business. He was going to learn magic. Because now he was born into a noble family. He was like, oh, I got access to books. It's a wrap. But when he was reincarnated, this nigga got so much mana that even Freewind would be like, hold on, bitch. You need to relax. It was to me, I found it to be very, very refreshing to see something in this point of view. Revenge was had. I ate, served cold. It was great. But back to this one, it's kind of like that. So I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, right? So here we have this guy. Of course, he dies, and he always wanted to learn. He wanted to master magic. So he comes again. He gets reincarnated into a noble family, and little behold, boom, this dude has mana out the woo-ha. So he is just mastering book, like reading. All he has to do is read. This is what's amazing. All he has to do is just read the books, and he doesn't have to chant. Like, he doesn't have to do an incantation. He could just say it and it happens. Like all the spells that he wants. And then it just gets amazing because there's a little jealousy, a little rivalry, not on his part, but there's haters, and haters is what they're going to do. Haters are going to hate, right?
Yeah.
So in the same time while he's doing all this, he's like, well, let me still protect the village. Even though my father don't like me, he see me as a pawn or whatever. As long as I get these books and I could do magic and shit, I really don't care. Like, there's certain things that make you side eye. I'm like, nigga, I think you should look out for this one. And he's like, nah, I'm just gonna do magic. Matter of fact, I need to get another book. Like, that's all he cares about, is just making sure that he masters up his magic, and he just gets into he just levels up in a way I didn't even think that was possible. Hence, dragons. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't want to spoil too much. But yes, I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. I didn't think I was gonna like it. But yeah, fantasy anime is doing it for me this season. Like, I'm just sitting here watching this guy just evolve, and it's like, yo, he's just strategically making plans, and he's just having familiars out of nowhere. If you don't know what a familiar is, ladies and gentlemen, it's a spirit animal, and that's what it is. It's a spirit animal. But in this anime, I didn't know you could turn anybody into a familiar with a contract. This is quite entertaining, and he's doing it with multiple people. Like, this is a straight up, like, pause, like an orgy or something. But but I just like it. I love it. Every time he learns a new skill, I'm just like, oh, this is cool. This is great. Like, it's refreshing. It's nice. This is something. I've been watching this on my breaks at work while I'm eating, and this is nice. This is nice. I like this. You know what anime is good. This is how I know. You know what anime is good when you on your break and you don't want to eat in the lounge because you don't want nobody to talk to you. So I have secretly found out another lounge for radiology, instead of the lab where I work at, because I'm on a whole nother. I don't need you to talk to me. I don't want you to ask me what I'm eating. I don't want you to ask me how the floor is. I don't want you to ask me how my day's doing. Bitch, it's about to go down. And if I have to pause to listen to you and then you get mad, oh, but this is yes, bitch, I'm focused. So now this is how I know an anime is good. I am so focused. I'm in a whole nother I'm in somebody else's lounge. Nobody says hi to me. Nobody says nothing to me. I take my time, watch my shit, eat my shit, drink my bev, go back to work. This is a good watch, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good watch. Again, the title is I'm a Noble on the Brink of Ruin, so I might as well try Mastering Magic. It's a long-ass title, but it's still good. It's great.
These days.
They are.
Those light novel titles.
None of y'all watching this? Wow, it's just me?
No, I'm watching it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate you, Derek. Thank you. Thank you. I know you understand. All right, Bree?
Okay, yes. But before we continue on to the next round of the stuff we're watching, I do want to give a shout out to those who are listening that we have an event coming up, virtual, on Discord. We are hosting a trivia night. So we're very excited about this. We kind of worked out the kinks when we practiced a little before, but in the trivia, we'll have some fun questions, hanging out, guessing some OPs. It'll be a lot of fun. So this is taking place. Let me double check my calendar so I don't give y'all the wrong information. This is taking place in March on Thursday the 13th. It'll be 9 p.m. Like I said, March Thursday the 13th at 9 p.m. on Eastern. Discord. We are partnering with the Shonen Pump Party people on their Discord, the Village Hidden in the Fet. So by attending, not only will you have a great time, hang with us, answering some trivia questions, but they also have some perks related to their in real life events in New York City. They host parties all the time, great American or Caribbean dance music, fets, events, and this will give you access to some of these and maybe even some free tickets. Depending on how you come, how you join, maybe even how many points you get. So guys, please pull up. We will have a link for how to join the Discord in our description. So please join. I hope to chat with you there. Now, on to my next pick.
Here we go.
So here, one of those fantasy. This is just the season of fantasy. I've got some other non-fantasy ones, but these are the ones I'm enjoying. So this, it's going to sound super generic, and it's one of those title says everything. I left my rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon. It's exactly what it looks like on the surface. It's exactly what it sounds like. This guy was a cool magic alchemist class. He was in charge of potions, anti-venoms. He was in charge of supplying food, in charge of doing research, and his old party. He had a lot of weight on his back, and he was like shelling out from his own pocket to make sure everyone was staying equipped and had the supplies they need. So one day he's like, okay, knock, knock, guys. I know we're great. We're like an A-rank party. We're kind of badass. But my cut has been a little thin. I want to raise. I want to raise. And they look at him and say, bitch, you're a support class. Why should we give you a raise? And he's like, oh, that's how it is, bet. I'm going to leave. And they said, all right, bye. There was no betrayal or anything. It's just a straight up, I think I deserve money. They said, nah. So it was like, okay, I'm out then. Yeah. So he had some old students he mentored before, and their old, like, base rank party. These are some newbies starting out, but they had promise, and they happened to be looking for an extra member. So he was like, oh, y'all don't mind me joining in? They said, we'd love to have you. And cool, that's it. He's in this new party. Of course, they're all hot chicks. It always is. But I like the characters that are made from
Roxy
this.
From Jobless.
One of the characters looks like Roxy from Jobless. It's throwing us off every time. But the characters are fun. This show is not doing anything new. It's exactly what's on the surface, but the execution is good. I love like little elements they have. Because one fun new element of this is adventurers are like half adventurers, half streamers. Like all the time, every time they go into the dungeon, they have a little device that's live streaming them going against the monsters and the bosses. And they have like, you know, the public just watches the live streaming ranks. This is a fantasy. It doesn't really explain technology. It's like, it's magic. Don't worry about it. But so he and his new party start gaining a bunch of fans, gaining popularity. They're on like hot searches for the newest up and coming party members. And it's just kind of neat. I like how the world's being built in this one. Again, it's not doing anything new, but it is executing on the usual, my last party ain't shit, so I'm joining someone new
Love
Yeah.
it.
type of vibe.
Love it. Damn, they doing their big one. It's just nothing but fantasy because real life reality ain't shit.
Yeah.
Right.
No one
Life
wants
be
to talk
life
about that right now. It's,
But fantasy anime has definitely put me on a whole nother piece. This is my piece. I'm gonna check this title out. I haven't seen this yet, but this looks very good.
oh no.
Of course, it's good if Bree's talking about it. So of course, I'm gonna I'm definitely gonna have to check this out. Derby, you watching this too, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about this one?
Oh.
Is
Yeah, I do. I do enjoy it. I like that the characters make a lot more sense than a lot of the ones where they are leaving their party. Because usually when they're leaving their party, it's so stupid. It's like, yeah, leave all your. It's always so vindictive for no real reason. This one is just like, yeah, it's just all right. You don't want to do the job anymore. You don't have to do the job anymore. And then it's also a little bit of that revenge fantasy in like if you apply it to like real life, just my boss is gonna miss me when I'm gone. like, you don't know how much I do around here. Y'all not gonna. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all won't pay me more. Fine, I'm leave. And then, like that always dream scenario of you leaving your job and your boss has to hire like 5 people to replace you.
that shit is annoying. You're like, really, bitch?
No, but
Really?
but you want that to happen. Like you go get a better job, and they're like, "Dang, we got
No,
paid
but
5
do you know how
times
much
your
money
salary."
I could have had if you would have just paid me my
But
worth?
that's the thing.
That's what
No,
hurts.
less because it's usually no. That's what I'm saying. This is the
Yeah.
dream scenario. You left and went to make like you were making 60. You asked your boss for 70. They said nah. So you went off to a job. They paying you 100 now, but they now have your old boss has to hire like 5 people at 50
To do the job of
to
you.
do your job at 70. They could have just paid 70 for. So that's the
Crazy.
dream scenario I'm talking about. I
Yes.
don't know how often it happens in life. I assume it happens a bunch, but
A
they'll never
bunch.
admit it.
A bunch. Capitalism, yes, a bunch. A bunch.
Right?
This
But-
gives me a flashback of that anime that came out a year ago. Was it Ninja Fusion Adventures Who Don't Believe in Humanity Will Save the World?
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah,
I
so
did
pretty
not
much
finish that one, but I do remember it being.
it was spicy. It was spicy. So all these adventurers, they end up just people just doing them dirty.
Yeah.
Where their guild has pretty much either pushed them out or convicted them of doing something that they didn't do, got framed, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
priest.
all of them,
That was crazy.
the priest is fire though.
Yeah, that was
Fire.
rough for him.
I was like, damn, I feel for him. But I know it was
he's
good.
priest.
I just
I
haven't
believe
finished it. Listen. I know for a fact that he's not going to get his revenge for some reason. And that's why I felt like I'm not going to finish this. Because if we go all the way to episode 12 and none of these motherfuckers get their lick back, I mean, think...
For the priest to get revenge, he has to get revenge on like a 10-year-old. And that's not really going to fly.
What's your point?
Sometimes they've earned the hands that are coming.
Listen. You deserve it. You deserve it. We've seen some animes where, all right, we can't touch you, but I will kill your father and let you watch. Like, what's going on? Yeah, we've seen some shit. Like, come on. I was here today. Remember me, bitch. You did this. Like, come on. I need the revenge. So that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me just not.
I get that.
But that's the type of vibe it's giving me. But it's that one was that anime was in my For You page like crazy. Like it's been rolling on my TikTok. The priest, his story was just going on and on. I never look at a quarter the same way again. It's really that bad. But let me see my selection.
Whoa.
Wait, it was you?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
That one was fine.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Ranked 30.
Yo.
My bad.
Right,
because I did ask you if you liked it. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did.
All
right. So this next one, honestly, if you've been listening to the show, you know I was watching this. Another isekai. From bureaucrat to villainous, dad's been reincarnated.
You're welcome for leaving that for you.
Wait, say the title again. Say the title again.
From bureaucrat to villainous, dad's been reincarnated.
Oh yes.
So before I even get off to this, one of the main things I love about this is the whole family are nerds. The dad is a nerd. The mom is a nerd. The daughter is a nerd. So basically, the dad gets into a car accident with Truck Coon. You know, Yusuke Urameshi style, saving some kid who's chasing a ball or something.
Mm,
Right? He's in
fucking
a
kids.
coma. All right. So, like a day or two later, like the daughter gets home and she sees the TV on to her Otome game and notices that her dad is the villainous in the game,
Oh wow.
right? So, and he only has one cheat in the game, and he
Mhm.
calls it the elegance cheat. So anytime he does something, it automatically makes it the most elegant, ladylike gesture. So,
Derby, say it right, please.
and she just does like the perfect curtsy.
No, say it right. Say it right. What is the word?
Elegance.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you.
I apologize. But yeah, that's the main cheat he has. And yeah, he's just going through, but because he's kind of more of a shonen kind of nerd, like he
Mhm.
knows about these games, but he doesn't really know the premise. He just knows his daughter plays them. So he's just trying to follow the plot, but failing terribly at it. So just accidentally being like everyone's dad. Like
Oh
he
wow.
meets the main character that he's supposed to be bullying. So he doesn't know that he's supposed to be saving his life, which is how usually these go. So he's
Mhm.
like, "Oh yeah, let me just follow the plot." And he's like, "Oh, this girl came to school, and she's the only commoner to get into the school. And instead of like bullying her, he's like, yo, your parents must have worked so hard." Like,
Proud. I'm so proud of you. Well
like they're
done.
so proud. And she's like, yeah, I want to do so much for them. And he's like, no, that's not what they want. They want you to be happy.
Oh my
And it is
god.
hilarious because he keeps doing these things, and then like you see this little pink level up thing that happens on everyone around him from time to time, and
Mhm.
it's clearly like their charm meter or whatever. Like
Mhm.
so, just every once in a while he does a thing, and it just and they just all get charmed and are falling. Like he's just raising the love level
The
for every
affection
character
meter.
by the affection meter. Thank you. I was looking for a word. So he's just raising their affection meter over and over by accident, and it is hilarious. And
Okay.
also, his daughter and his wife can interact with the game. So
I
Darren
bet
plays
they
out.
can. I bet they can. It
So,
wouldn't be a show if they couldn't do that. That
exactly.
is
So
fire. That is
yeah.
fire.
So that's fun. It's overwhelmingly a good time. Uh,
Right. And
just
as nerds, of course, his mom and daughter instantly on board. Like
yeah.
once they figure it out, like, yo, mom, this is gonna sound crazy, but I think dad's in the game. Mom's just immediately
What?
like, but you think I don't know about isekai? You
Just
think I'm new
rattles off
here?
a bunch.
I've been on
Like
this
I've been
isekai
about this
train for
life
the last
forever.
15 years. I've been in here since before you were born. I know what this means. Let's go.
Let's handle this.
I waited for this all my life.
Right? Exactly. So,
Right, so
Okay.
this probably went from like the worst day of their life, oh my god, my husband and your father have been hit by a truck and is on his deathbed, to like the greatest day of their life, like, oh my god, it's happening. We've prepared for this.
so yeah, it's a wonderful good time. And if you're a fan of Isekai, you're gonna love this. Also, the ending is ridiculous. The ending sequence is ridiculously fun. Just them dancing, I believe, samba
Oh
has
no.
nothing to do with anything. It's just- I don't know if you've seen that ending, but it is phenomenal.
Oh god, that's another one I haven't checked out yet. But I will. I got that on my list because of how hilarious this sounds.
Yeah.
This sounds great. Oh my god, that's another banger. God damn it. Oh gosh.
We haven't even gotten into season twos.
No, we
Right? I've
didn't.
been
We didn't.
there's so many, but sorry, Patty, your turn, go ahead.
Oh my God. Okay. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't think I was gonna like this. Mappa did it again. What's it? Zen, how you say it? Zenshu?
And shit.
Zenshu.
Zenshu, I'm gonna tell you. Zenshu is so beautiful, but that's not what got me. I'm gonna tell you. Zenshu is about a mangaka whose manga got picked up, right?
Anime.
Okay,
She's
animator.
an animator.
Okay, she's an anime. She's an animator. And
Yeah.
her shit is literally she doesn't want anybody's help. She just wants to just do her shit and just, never mind. You can't do it. Boom, 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 boom. She her hair is, first of all, that's a lot of conditioner. because her hair is like flawless. I'm like, oh my God, Brie, did you see this? Like her ends is like beautiful. Anyway, so she something happens and she dies. Not with a truck, but it's she get isekai'd into her anime.
Her
At
old
first,
favorite. She didn't draw it, but it was like one that inspired her when she was
okay,
a
the
kid.
one that inspired her, right?
Mhm.
And this is what pisses me off, right?
You want to watch it too, right?
Yes,
Right? Without
yes.
even talking to you, I know.
This is
Like,
this is this
I
is
want to watch
annoying.
this anime that she watches.
Because when she reveals what happens to the characters and how they lose their minds or how one person dies, and you're like, why we not watching this though first? And then we can get back to you being in it. Because
The
first of all,
interchange is fine, but I want to
again,
know what happened in the original because that looks
She's like,
good.
yo, it didn't do well.
no,
What you
I
mean
want
didn't do well? Sell it
I
to
want to know
me.
what happened to the dragon that turned him into a whore. Because that is crazy to me. My man came in mad sexy, was like, yo, you want a good time? I'm not here for a long time, but I could definitely like show you some new things.
Yeah, I'm still not
Mystery
sure if that
lady.
dragon's a dude or a lady.
Yo, I don't know who, I don't know what, if they're a day or whatever. All I know is that they is oozing sex appeal. Because my man got all the ladies just screaming. First of all, he's in a red light district, so you already know they're getting popping over there. But anyway, let's leave that for another day. We're going back to the protagonist. So she goes into the anime that inspired her, right? And she has all the cheat codes. She knows everything. Again, which frustrates me because I want to know what's the show. And if it's a real show, why can't they do it? Anyway, Mappa, you know what you're doing. So another thing that kind of annoys me though, a little bit, is that when she is explaining herself to the other people around her in this new world of hers that she's entered in, it's not a new world, but the show that inspired her to become an animator, she's telling them that, yeah, I got the cheat code. I know because I read the synopsis. I know what's going to happen because, and they're like, what the fuck is a synopsis? Like, what are you doing? Like, what is your skill? Like, oh, I'm an animator. You want animate? Like the way they say animator, like it's a magic, which it is. Mappa's letting you know animation is a magic power. Mappa's so well at letting you know that animation and being an animator is such a magic power. They decided to give this girl, I don't know what it is. Is it a pen or something as a wand? And what they do, if you like Sailor Moon transitioning sequences,
Yes, I
wait
do.
till you see this bitch pull out a desk. They made this bitch superpower.
It is
Pulling out, her desk appears. Not only does she draw the hero who's going to save the moment, she draws the panel. She draws the whole panel because you see the pages go. Rrr. She's not just drawing the character. She's drawing the fight moves in real fucking time. Ladies and gentlemen, I was like, what is she doing? And what's taking so long? And then when she finished, she takes the fucking pages and just slams it on the floor. And then the beast comes out and just starts fucking the enemy up. And then she passes out and goes to sleep. And I'm like, if this is not a thank you to all the animators that was underappreciated, overworked, you do magic. Ladies and gentlemen, animators are the key of the world. I'm surprised we don't have an animator as president because this is ridiculous. The way they could solve everyday problems with just a pencil or a pen. I teared up. This spoke to me as an artist in so many ways. Mappa knew what they. I don't know why I thought anything less of Mappa. This is straight out of their heads. This is not coming from a manga. They just said, listen, we just want them to know we about that life, real type shit. And they was like, that's it. That's it. Her main power, and she's going to save everybody every day, is her desk and her pencil and paper. And that was it. It had me at hello. Every character you come across is amazing. I love how her presence just changes the whole story. And it's still fucking good. So Mappa, after this is done, I need a prequel before she gets into the anime.
No, we need
I
it.
need a prequel of that movie
Yeah,
because
so much.
I need it. First of all, I don't need it to be a movie. I need it to be a series because she keeps saying it's a movie. Make it into a series. I need to know what goes on with these characters. And the church, the girl who was sick. It's so much shit going on. and she's revealing so much. The horse, oh, that horny horse. It's like, you want
I
to take a
hate that
ride?
thing.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
I wish he
He
had
got a
that.
whole fountain for himself, and he's just like this, like just the water. Just I'm just like, yeah, this is great. Mappa did a big one on this one. By episode 2, I was like, damn, this is. But then as I kept on watching, I was like, this anime within the anime is good. This is really good. I like her. And yeah, this is Mappa did their big one in this one. It's, Mappa should do more of these. I'm not even gonna hold you.
They should, but I do think it is pretty telling that it's been like how many rounds, and we're just now getting to what was supposed to be the big drop of the season. Like they had kind of hyped up Zenshu. We're all excited about it. Mappa like did their thing. Visually, it's gorgeous, but there's a reason it was none of our first, second, or third round picks. It's really good, but I think we all might be more interested in the original anime within the anime than we are in the current story it's telling. Because I don't know, maybe it's something with the pacing that it's like it's just not as gripping. So it's not the one I am most excited to watch each week. I'm still watching each week. It is still gorgeous. It is still interesting. It's still Mappa doing their thing. But it's not my number 1, 2, or 3.
There might be 3 or 4 episodes in the middle that just don't need to exist.
Right. No, I hear you. I totally agree. I totally agree. This wasn't my first choice, but I like it.
Mention for sure. Fully.
It does.
So we would be remiss if no one mentioned Zenshu.
Yeah,
sure.
It's just such a new and fun premise, and I love her power. The power doesn't make any sense. They've kind of like,
don't say that. Bite your tongue. Bite your tongue. Don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, it
makes all sense.
They made rules and then they broke their own rules of it. But all right.
It makes all sense. I love it. I love it.
You got another round?
Yes.
There is plenty. So I'm going to go with another chill one. I'm finally getting away from some of my fantasy into some more slice of lifey goodness.
No.
And this one, I'm going Flower and Ashura.
Oh, that one. Okay.
You thought I was going to steal one of yours? Okay. I didn't think you would watch this one because it's on High Dive, and those always are a little sent to the side. But in this one, it's high schoolers. They live in this like little island town, and they are part of the broadcasting club. I didn't even know this was a club or there was a national competition, but there are national competitions for just reciting things, recitations. Get up on stage, open your book, and like read 3 pages out loud to me. And when I say this anime makes you not sure if you want to close your eyes and let it roll over you, or if you want to watch the gorgeous way they animate these scenes. Because when it is time for these people to like practice their recitations, they get up and these voice actors are putting in work. It is the most gorgeous, smooth lines I've ever heard.
Really?
And the way, the anime visually depicts what they're describing, what they're working on. You feel it to your soul. Even in the first episode, you sit there and just like, damn, that was pretty.
And, if they do decide to dub this, the American voice actors are going to have some hard work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that, because this was just absolutely wonderful. So, yeah, it's just one of those high school clubs. We want to compete at nationals. And instead of a sport or music, this one is just reciting stuff. Like, find your favorite 3 pages from a book, find your favorite poem, find your favorite, like, news report or write one yourself, and just speak.
Oh,
but
okay.
Speak good.
Speak good.
Yes,
exactly. So if you're like fans of those Rakugo shows, like Showa Genroku something, like where you can just enjoy the sound of the anime, even if you have no idea what it's saying, this is one anime you will just enjoy the sound. It's almost like a music anime and how important the sound is, except no music. Just
I was looking to see if my favorite voice actors on here. You talk about well pronunciation and soothing voice. I thought he'd be up here. Kenjiro, was it Kenjiro Tsutsadu?
No, they might bring him in for like an enemy or something.
Hey, he got it. He got it. Are you watching this too, Derbs?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, didn't think this is one of the ones where I was like, I don't know. Yeah, it's like it's we'll see. And then first episode.
You saw.
Well, I heard. Well, I heard, and I was like, ooh, oh yeah, that tickles the ears just right.
Mm, All right, I'll give this one a watch. All right, Derbs.
Uh, I mean, can we do season twos or? I
Oh,
think
are
we
you ready to go
Um,
into those? I don't even know if we should, because we're already so close to time and we're still churning them out. Do you have any other season ones? 'Cause I know there's at
uh
least one.
I have 3 season 2s I really want to talk about, but I got one more new season that I wanted to talk about. But go ahead.
no, I think y'all can skip me now. Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
okay, then I'll give you my last one and we'll end the season ones on this round. Talk about Dr. Ameku.
Oh yeah, Doctor Meku. So basically, House got a
Mhm.
show, but they turned
I
him into a
saw it.
tiny
Is it
little girl.
good?
It is good. It's
Yeah.
very
Okay.
good. I think some people did complain that the first episode was too hard to solve the mystery, but I don't need them to all be super easy to solve. So
Right, because it's half Sherlock Holmes, half House.
yeah,
Okay. Ooh.
with
Yep.
less of
Okay.
House committing crimes.
Eh,
Wait, not
Mm.
really.
nope, she's still kind of committing a little crime.
Yeah,
But the
yeah, she's
fun thing
still
about this
wordsmithing.
is, I know I said you could have it, but we'll just split this. The fun thing about this is all of the diseases or medical problems she's solving look supernatural at first. So
Mhm.
there's some like weird supernatural looking shit coming into her hospital. And her thing is coming up and saying, like, no, nothing supernatural. This is just medicine. This is just science and medicine. I know a disease for that.
Yeah. And if you
And
look
so
them
she
up, like
pieces
those
together
are
the
all
clues.
kind of real things.
Yeah, real thing. So she puts together the clues, looks around in the investigation. It's like, nah, this is what happened.
Yeah. One I think was just a mixture of like epilepsy and like
Ah,
narcolepsy.
shush! What are you doing?
Spoiling.
Yeah, stop it. Okay, go ahead, Patty. We need to mute his mic now.
Oh. Okay. So, oh, just to be clear, after we do this one, right, we're gonna go to the season 2s and then what we don't like, correct?
Yep, we can do that.
Okay, perfect. So
I got
this
a lot of
one,
heat too.
girl, we might get canceled after this. I'm telling you right now.